Wow, this is so good quality video.
But it's the fresh
I can
ingredients
see.
that make the meal truly special.
Okay, cook it. Make it slow. Okay.
Perfect meal in Australia's favourite free-range chicken.
This video finished in 20 seconds. Too short to react. What can I do? Hello everyone, this is Chef Good Choice. Good Choice! Today I will react to Chef Gary Mehigan's recipe, who is celebrity chef and restaurateur. Especially, he's famous as host and judge of Masterchef Australia before and now Plate of Origin. And I think he's quite interested in variety cuisine around the world, even Korea. Cause I found some Korean recipe on his SNS and this travel promotion to Korea with him. By the way, why travel to Korea with him? Can he speak Korean? If people lost the way, what can he do?
I think he's going Korean guide.
Then what is doing?
Introducing Korean food in English.
But I can do that too. Of course, my English is not perfect like his, but I can explain Korean food better. And even, I don't need a guide. Travel agency company, please contact me. I'll do it for half price, but give me free flight ticket, okay? Yes, free ticket to Korea.
But you're not famous.
Right. I need to be famous first. So please support me by click like and subscribe. It's free like my ticket to Korea. And click share if you're watching on SNS. Thank you!
Thank you.
Okay. So I decided to make full version of cooking video myself and react to it, which is I react to my cooking video but with someone's recipe. This is quite interesting. First, I need to find the recipe. Gary. Okay, enter. Here you go. If you want to see the recipe too, please check description below. Korean barbecue chicken. What is that? What kind of Korean food is it? Korean barbecue chicken. There's no food called Korean barbecue chicken in Korea. Like we don't say Italian noodle in tomato sauce. We say spaghetti or sausage between the bread. We call it hot dog. But what is Korean barbecue chicken? Is there any Korean name? Of course, many people can say,
I don't understand Korean.
yes, that is why we need to put description with like ravioli, the western dumpling. So, let's start cooking. Let's do it! Beautiful lily dye organic chicken thigh and put in the bowl. Then making marinade sauce for chicken. Into the bowl, put gochujang, the Korean chili paste, garlic, soy sauce, and there is sesame oil on the ingredient list, but missing in the cooking method. Okay, I will skip the sesame oil. Just follow the recipe and mix well. Pour into the bowl with chicken and mix again. Now, leave it in the fridge over half an hour. While we're waiting for chicken, we can prepare slow dressing. Into the bowl, put gochujang, the Korean chili paste, and soy sauce, sesame oil, lime juice, and mix well. But if you mix slow now, dressing will kill the vegetables and become soft and sad looking salad. So mix it very end.
Good choice.
Next, turn on the fire and put charcoal pan on. I bought this pan just for this recipe, or you can use barbecue as well. Medium high heat. Place the chicken onto charcoal pan and cook for 6 minutes and turn around and cook again. That is what recipe said. But as you can see, the sauce is quite wet. But in the promotion video, the chicken is quite dry. So I recommend you dry out the meat quite well and cook it. Otherwise, it can be burnt like this. Well, recipe didn't say that because he used gochujang made of chili and rice flour. So actually, it is the sauce. You have to be careful on dry heat, like grill. Flour burn easily and chili burn easily and mix together. I don't know. Anyway, I cooked that chicken as recipe said and rest for 5 minutes. Make sure we have beautiful charred outside and cooked inside.
Good choice.
Let's prepare slow vegetables. I cut Asian cabbage really thin and slice red onion too. Next, shredded carrot. I used peeler to shave carrot and cut into thin slice. What a sexy hand. You can use a mandolin, but be careful your finger. Pick coriander leaves and put into the bowl too. Now, drizzle slow sauce onto slow vegetables and mix lightly. Place chicken on the plate or wooden board and put slow next to it. Sprinkle the sesame and add the resting juice. Now, Gary's Korean barbecue chicken is ready. So this is Korean food from Masterchef. Let's try. Interesting. I think he tried to make dakgalbi, which is Korean spicy grilled chicken. Yes, it has Korean flavor, but not like real Korean food. Cause use all the Korean ingredients like gochujang, sesame oil, and soy sauce, but it's too mild for me. Of course, the recipe can be made for Western people, especially for people like.
Oh, I don't like chili. Oh, I don't like spicy food.
But in that case, if the recipe is made for Western people, it should say Korean style or inspired from or my version, not just Korean. Not just Korean barbecue chicken. This means this is Korean food, right? And people think this is Korean food too. No. Now, let me try the slow. Using Korean ingredient for slow. Interesting. Actually quite good because there's no slow in Korean cuisine. Of course there's Asian slow, but it's not Korean. Actually slow is from ancient Rome and it's Dutch word. So like coleslaw, kol means cabbage and slow means salad. I know it has gochujang in it, but lime juice and coriander is not Korean. Many people think coriander is Korean herb, but it's not. I know name is quite similar, coriander and Korean, but not coriander. And also, I found many Korean people don't like coriander much because they are not used to it. It is usually South and West Asia and South Europe, but not East Asia like Korea. By the way, I personally like coriander. So if you want to put coriander into Korean food, usually it overcomes the original flavor easily, so I don't recommend you. So my score for you, Gary, is... I feel like I'm in Masterchef now as a judge. As I said, food itself is really good. Just there was a small mistake, which is not yours. But I don't know what this food is. Korean barbecue chicken. So I feel like just tried Koreanish, like Korean style, Western dish, which is interesting. So conclusion today. What is the name of this, Gary? Please leave the comments under. Today, I tried Masterchef's recipe from Gary Mehigan. I respect him as great chef, but hope he doesn't feel uncomfortable about my feedback about Korean dish from Korean chef. And also, I respect that he liked many different cuisine, including Korean. Respect. Thank you for watching my video today. I'm Chef Good Choice. Good choice! And see you again in different video. Bye bye!